In the shadow of that tragedy, Iowans are remembering another aviation disaster. Survivors will commemorate the 25th anniversary of the most horrific event in Iowa aviation history tomorrow. It was on that day in 1989 that a United flight blew an engine and crashed at the Sioux City airport. As Fox 28 News reporter Sadie Hughes shows tonight, it's a day one Cedar Rapids man will never forget.
United Flight 232 is one of the most unique aviation disasters that we know, because for 45 minutes those people knew that something was going to happen and it probably wasn't going to be good.
July 1989, 112 lives lost. It was the first major disaster that then 36-year-old Cedar Rapids funeral director Peter Teahen responded to. He remembers providing a mother a scrap of fabric to identify her son Evan, the youngest passenger on the flight.
Came home with nightmares and night sweats, standing in the middle of the runway holding his body draped over my arms, which never occurred except in my dreams. Screaming at the top of my voice, "God help me, I don't know what to do with him."
But amid the destruction, 185 survivors emerged.
Out of the smoke came a couple of ladies and a couple of kids walking towards us almost immediately.
It was a day that shaped Teahen's life. Since then, he's provided disaster response during 47 major disasters, including the Oklahoma City bombing, Hurricane Katrina, and 9/11. He also advocates for mental health care for disaster responders.
But in 1989, we didn't have that mental health support. We didn't understand the issues.
He says 35% of responders, including himself, experience PTSD. He has learned to no longer feel ashamed of his pain.
I wear the spirit of that child as a badge of honor, that I allowed another human being to touch me.
Teahen also advocates for support of victims' families. He says before Flight 232, only airline personnel were allowed to speak with the families. In 1996, the government passed the Federal Aviation Assistance Act.
It was one of the things that I was very proud of how we started the process of how families are cared for now in aviation disasters.
A lifetime motivated by the memory of a little boy.
And through my life, hopefully give value to his life.
Covering the corridor in Cedar Rapids, Sadie Hughes, Fox 28 News.
Programs are planned all weekend in Sioux City to honor responders, those who died, and the survivors of Flight 232.